Thanks, Buhle. That's right. In this segment of the show, we bring you feel-good stories of people doing amazing things, whether it's through extraordinary talents or giving back to the community. This feel-good Sunday slot is where we make it all visible and everyone gets to know about it. Now, you'll know that South Africa's long-standing housing issue reflects a backlog of about 2 million people who are without homes. Businessman and philanthropist Collen Mashawana has taken to build 100 homes for ordinary South African needs through his foundation named after him. He developed the One Brick at a Time initiative, which sees those willing to help donate or buy a brick donated towards building materials, with the ultimate goal, of course, of building those houses. And in studio, I'm now joined by Collen Mashawana, the chairperson of Collen Mashawana Foundation, as well as a beneficiary of the One Brick at a Time initiative, Bongi Bongi. Very good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us, Collen. You know, this really is a story that resonates with millions of South Africans in the country. We've seen the nature of the protests that have taken place when it comes to housing issues, the backlog, and we've heard the voices of those who say that they've lost their sense of dignity because they have no access to a home or land, or even access to funding to build on the land. You decided 2 years ago to take it upon yourself to ensure that such an initiative is something that you take to heart. Talk to us about why you felt it important to make sure that this project sees its way to the future of South Africans.
Thank you for having us this morning. As we indicated earlier on, we have been in this journey for over 2 years now, where we have taken a decision to build houses specifically for the elderly, the child-headed families, and those that are living with disabilities. We have realized that the problem that we face when it comes to housing, it's a problem that needs a collective effort in terms of resolving, and can't be left only on government's doorstep. So as part of community members, as part of the business community, especially those that work in communities, we have then decided through the foundation to identify people that are in need of housing. Housing, roof over your head is one that defines someone's dignity. And so for the past 2 years that we've been doing this, we have built over 200 houses that we have now donated to those community members.
Let's talk about the processes. I mean, 200 houses is quite significant. It means, how did you break it down? Was it 100 houses per year, or how did the breakdown work?
So we didn't have a target of 200. This financial year, we have a target of 100. With the past 200, we randomly built people houses. So people identify beneficiaries that are in need of houses, and they contact us. We are contacted by community leaders. We are contacted by councillors. We are contacted by random people in social media, obviously telling us the story or situation that needs our intervention, similar to that of Bongi. And then, so that's throughout the entire country. So we've been in all 9 provinces. We've built houses in every corner of South Africa. The 100 houses that we plan to build are going to be built, or we're in the process of building them still in the 9 provinces. So we're going to build just over 10 houses per province.
And I see on the table as we speak are bricks, of course, alluding to one brick at a time. Tell us about these bricks and how people then can be involved in this initiative. Before we hear Bongi's story, I just want to get a sense of these bricks here. I mean, they look like bricks, but they're not as light, they're not as heavy as bricks.
Yes. No, the brick concept was one that we thought we should introduce to welcome other people that might want to contribute in the good cause that we have initiated. We have realized that there are so many people that have got resources, and so many people that have got big hearts to assist your fellow neighbor, but they don't have a vehicle, or they don't have a way of coming on board to assist. We wanted, as I said earlier on, this to be a collective effort, and we decided to launch the One Brick at a Time campaign. So we're basically saying you can build the nation one brick at a time. And you don't have to have a lot of money to be able to build homes or to be able to provide someone with a roof over your head or over their head. You can do that by buying a bag of cement. You can buy them a door frame. You can buy them. So the brick, it's really a symbol of your commitment in assisting the next person is in need. I mean, the next person who is in need, yeah.
Let's turn to Bongi. Bongi, your eyes look very nervous, but I promise you I won't bite. Let's talk, Bongi, about your story, you know, how you got to meet Collen and how you got to this point where you were eligible to get a house.
Oh, they don't know about Masango and Uma Masango. They wrote this story about me. Okay, I'm born like this, and then the artificial that I was using, they was small, and then Mr. Collen.
You can speak in Zulu.
Yeah, Mr. Collen. Then okay, they meet Mr. Collen. Okay, no, it was not you know, the girl from Eastern Cape. Yeah, watchela Collen ukuthi uthola umuntu for artificial, and then yeah, beza bazombona bangakhela ikhaya bangithengela artificial.
And impilo yakho ishintshe kanjani, Bongi, since this?
Bengabuyela esikolweni. Yeah, and then now ngibuyela esikolweni ngiyafunda.
So, Utu, you were born with a disability,
yeah,
and you needed an artificial leg, but you also didn't have a house.
Yeah.
So manje uhlala nobani endlini yakho and
ngihlala nomama, sisi nobhuti nabantwana.
And Bongi, ukhule kanjani? How was your childhood growing up with a disability? And also, you know, I mean, you're beautiful, you're a gorgeous girl. And surely this must have dented confidence yakho uma ukhula with a disability.
Benganayo confidence. Bekunzima. Abantwana bona abantwana bajwayele. So, bangihleka abanye. And then mina ngazijwayeza mina. Ukuzamkela, yeah. Ukuzamkela means a lot. So ngazamkela. Then ngizange ngisaba nendawo. Namanje nabavela ko then bahleka benzana. Angisabi nendawo.
So seeing that impilo has changed, I mean, you've got an artificial leg now and you have a home. How does it feel ukuthi manje usofike to this point where you're getting older and you now feel dignified ukuthi unaluka ekhaya?
I'm glad. Yeah, ngijabulile kakhulu. Angibelieve kahle kahle. Yabona. Yeah, sometimes nginothi nangena irumini lami yo angibelieve.
Collen, I mean, you speak to the emotions of changing. This is just one life that we are aware of, and you speak of 200 lives. And you spoke about a process that needs to take place for people to access the houses that you are rolling out. What do you look for in a story? I mean, here we're speaking to a young lady who needed an artificial leg, whose confidence was dented, and who really needed shelter. What is your selection criteria?
We continue to look for the elderly, anyone above 80 years old. We continue to look for those that are living with disability and the child-headed families. They have to be staying in dilapidated structures. They have to be staying in shacks. We come across cases where people are staying in houses that are leaking, houses falling apart, people that have lost hope in any solution to get them a roof over their heads. Those people, most people in communities are aware of, you know, and we continue to urge community members to assist. The purpose of always talking about our stories is to encourage other people to do what we are doing, you know, to go out and also assist those families. But those that can write to us, those that can contact us, we are going to build 100 houses for those that are living in those conditions in this financial year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming out to chat to us, Bongi. Thank you so much for sharing your story. One brick at a time. Find them online. Founder and chairperson of the Collen Mashawana Foundation, Collen Mashawana himself, and one of the beneficiaries of the One Brick at a Time initiative, Bongi Bongi.